Once again, the Mountain 7 District regular season, the Mountain 7 tournament champions, 64-57. We'll take a quick break and come back. You're listening to the home of Blue Devil Sports. This is Gate City Sports Radio.
You are listening to the home of Blue Devil Sports. This is Gate City Sports Radio.
America's ingenuity in medicine advanced the world. Premier Pharmacy's innovation has changed the profession. At Premier Pharmacy, what we create is personal. For our patients, one size doesn't fit all. So let the grocery stock your food. Let the retail chains print your photos. Let the supercenters sell you shampoo. At Premier Pharmacy, we'll make your medicine. For more information, call 423-245-1022 or visit rxpremier.com.
The Big Blue Boosters are a group of dedicated individuals with the help of school administrators whose mission is to enrich the Gate City athletic community by providing financial support for athletic programs by funding areas of need that are not covered by the school. In addition to financial support, the Big Blue Boosters recognizes participation in high school programs benefits everyone and promotes opportunities to build and strengthen relationships among all those involved, including the student body, coaches, teaching staff, parents, and the community. They strive to support athletic and academic excellence, create a winning school spirit, promote team unity, and maintain the history and tradition of the excellence for all student athletes at Gate City High School. Please support them and follow them on Facebook and Twitter. A proud supporter of local athletics, the law office of Jesse Walker McMurray is a local firm dedicated to serving the people of Southwest Virginia and specializing in real estate, wills, trust, and estate planning. Contact Jesse McMurray at 276-690-0773. That's 276-690-0773. They are located in downtown Gate City across from the courthouse at 191 West Jackson Street, Suite 301. Whether you need to grab a quick bite before the game or if you're just looking for something great to eat, stop by and see your friends at the Campus Drive-In, just down the road from Gate City High School. They have a tremendous selection of breakfast, lunch, and dinner items, and they're open from 7 a.m. till 8 p.m. Monday through Saturday. Campus Drive-In has supported Blue Devil Sports for over 60 years, and once again, they are the proud sponsors of our halftime show here on Gate City Sports Radio. Please follow them on Facebook and place your call-in orders by dialing 276-386-3702. That's 276-386-3702.
You are listening to the home of Blue Devil Sports. This is Gate City Sports Radio.
The kings of the Mountain 7, the Gate City Blue Devils. Gate City's boys team took care of business earlier tonight against Abingdon. The varsity just took care of business with Wise Central. So, 64-57, again, the Blue Devils, Mountain 7 District, tournament and regular season champions. Chris?
This team's going to give me an ulcer before the season's over.
Gave me gallstones.
Phew, mercy sakes. Would you like for me to go over these stats?
Please, if you would.
I have Bradley Dean with 29 points, 6 rebounds, 2 steals. Luke Reed, 7 and 7, 7 points, 7 rebounds. Eli Starnes with a couple of rebounds and a steal. John Compton, 10 points, 3 rebounds and a steal. Andrew Hensley, 16 points, 4 rebounds, 3 steals. DeAndre Mack, 2 points, 3 rebounds and a steal. David George, 4 rebounds, and John Sally with a rebound. 30 total rebounds for Gate City, 25 for Wise Central, and at one point, Central had doubled up the total rebounds over Gate City. So, very nice job again. I thought the last 3 quarters of the game were really good for Gate City. The first quarter was absolutely positively horrendous.
It was probably the worst quarter they played all year.
8 total steals for Gate City, 5 steals for Wise Central.
So, as we exhale here now and
I was nervous. I really was the first half.
Well, and again, hats off to Wise Central. I mean, they came out. I mean, they played hard. The fact of the matter was, though,
They never quit.
the Blue Devils, it's a riddle, and they have not solved it. And
A paradox, as it were.
so, with that all said, let's go through our superlatives. Talk about the stat of the night, again, brought to you by the law office of Jesse Walker McMurray. Again, Jesse Walker McMurray, they do a tremendous job. They are big supporters of Gate City. They're big also with the Boosters Club. And again, they always support us. And again, want to say thank you to everything they do for the community. So let's talk about the stat of the night, Chris. What do you got?
Stat of the night, 95%. Gate City was 21 of 22 from the free throw line.
Shoo.
Boom.
That is and that's, we talked about they were kind of in that little funk, if you will, earlier in the middle part of the season. They were shooting about 48%
Yeah.
from the free throw line. I mean, but the big players play big, and again, they came up clutch. So again, that is the stat of the night. All right, let's talk about the play of the night, again, brought to you by Colonial Funeral Home. Colonial Funeral Home in Weber City, Virginia. Again, for decades, they have served our region. They have served so many during their time of need. They have been a big supporter of Gate City High School and the athletic program for years. So let's talk about the play of the night, again, brought to you by Colonial Funeral Home. What do you got, Mr. Christopher?
6:25 to go in the third. Mack hit Hensley down in the corner, in the left-hand corner, and Hensley just with authority drove straight up the baseline, hit the layup. Showed a lot of strength on Andrew's part.
He did, and he's really, whenever he's looking for his shot, Hensley's tough. He's got the length, he's got the ability, especially on the defensive side as well. But again, so that comes up as the play of the night. So let's talk about the Delegate Terry Kilgore leadership player of the game. Again, Delegate Kilgore, which I see him down there on the court right now, congratulating some of these young men.
I just realized what would have been an even better stat.
Okay.
Ofer.
Ooh. Since 2011, they've yet to beat Gate City.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt your spiel about our sponsor.
Yeah, so Terry
Former sponsor.
Delegate Kilgore will be probably ending it as after this season. But anyway, so no, Terry Kilgore does such a good job again for Southwest Virginia. He fights for us in Richmond. He's done for that for over 25 years now. Again, and a big, of course, a Gate City alumni as well. So let's talk about the Delegate Terry Kilgore leadership player of the game is
Andrew Hensley.
Woo!
So, Dean had more points and actually had more rebounds, but it was Hensley coming out and lining up those threes that caused the defense to have to shift to him, which allowed Dean to come on then.
So again, Andrew Hensley is the player of the game. But let's talk about the Elliott Smith Blue Devil of the Game Award. Again, Elliott Smith, such a fixture in Gate City sports, and for so many years. Again, he and his family, an integral part of everything that goes on around here. Again, we lost him earlier this season. And again, the Big Blue Boosters came to us, and we kind of worked this out to celebrate. 7 o'clock will be the start time coming up on Tuesday night. Most likely it will be Lebanon here. Again, they just made the announcement. But anyway, talk about Elliott Smith again, such a integral part. And again, a big thank you to the Boosters Club for sponsoring this Blue Devil of the. Again, it's the intangible. It's what we talked about. Not the big stats, not the thing you may read in the paper. It's the person out there that embodies what a Blue Devil is. Chris, who do you got tonight?
Without question, tonight, number 10, John Compton. Wound up with 10 points, 3 rebounds, and a steal. But he was working on that effective trap. He was getting in Wise Central's faces. He created some passes that went out of bounds and created a lot of frustration for the Warriors.
And he was the Ofer we talked about the first half, but he kept shooting. He kept fighting. And again, that's what.
I hadn't even noticed that. You're exactly right.
Because we talked about that. He was 0 for 5 from three-point land, really was struggling with his shot, but he kept to it. He kept working. And again, he is the embodiment of what a Blue Devil is. So
we wound up 10 points in the second half. Yeah, good point.
Great call on that one, Chris. All right, so again, that is the Elliott Smith Blue Devil of the game. So Gate City will be back in action on Tuesday night. Again, here, most likely we'll be playing Lebanon in that matchup. Now, The girls will be back in action tomorrow at 6 o'clock. We'll be at Abington High School. They'll be taking on Union again in that game to determine if Gate City wins. They will be the 2 seed coming out, and they will host the first round of the region. If they lose, they will be the 3 seed and have to go most likely to Marion High School, again, the Scarlet Hurricanes. That ball game probably coming up on Wednesday. We don't have any confirmation on that as of yet, but we will as we get a little bit closer. After tomorrow night's games, we'll know a little bit more about it. So, 4 days of games. One more, Chris.
Got to finish strong.
Finish strong.
Much like our Gate City Blue Devils.
Again, champions of the Mountain 7 District for the 5th consecutive time. They have not lost since January 2015. Chris, appreciate what you do, buddy. You do a great job.
Oh, have a blast doing it.
And again, we
love. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but I don't know why I get so bent out of shape in the first quarter.
Well, because you do exactly what we all do. We want them to do well. We want them to play well. You know, it's if they go out there and lay it on the line and they lose, fine.
Yep.
But it's when they don't, those shots. You know they're the cusp of what they do. So again, but appreciate what you do. Appreciate the Blue Devils. And appreciate the opportunity to come out here and to celebrate these young athletes. So, for all that said, we'll be back on the air tomorrow night. Again, from Abington High School, we'll be carrying the Lady Devils game against the Lady Bears from Union. So, for Mr. Carr and myself, you've been listening to the home of Blue Devil Sports. This is Gate City Sports Radio.
You are listening to the home of Blue Devil Sports. This is Gate City Sports Radio. You are listening to the home of Blue Devil Sports. This is Gate City Sports Radio. Sports Radio.
Thanks for listening. We hope you enjoyed the show.